Hey guys, welcome to Cheese Reads. You can call me Cheese. So I have a little bit more of a time-sensitive message today. Um, Today is Monday. Specifically, it is November 10th. We are 5 days, 4 or 5 days, because it was the 5th or the 6th, post super full moon. And since it's Monday, it is Moon Day. I sat down to do some extra cheese for Cancer, which you can find over on TikTok, tiktok.com/cheesereadstarot, or also on Facebook, facebook.com/cheesereads or @cheesereads. The links will be in the description box below. But I sat down to do some extra cheese for Cancer, and I wanted to see where the moon was, just to get a little broader perspective of what's going on for the moon and the sign of Cancer, since the moon rules Cancer. And so I looked at the chart, and first of all, I practice true sidereal astrology. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a video on that soon, explaining that for those of you who are new to it, for those of you who want to really understand what I mean by that and how it works. Stay tuned for that one. But in the meantime, I'll just say I practice true sidereal astrology, and so technically all the signs shift backwards about 22 degrees, I believe, and it includes the sign of Ophiuchus, and it includes the actual true sizes of the constellations, because they are not all the same size. The moon just so happens to be at 0 degrees of Cancer today, and is opposing Pluto at 0 degrees of Capricorn. And on top of that, we have Mercury retrograde. Now, as of right now, as of this moment, the moon in Cancer is opposing Pluto in Capricorn. Now, I sat down to do extra cheese, man, and for Cancer specifically, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and I swear to you, I had to swim through the collective energies, the collective muck, before I could get to the Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising collective. Because let me tell you, the full moon that we just had is rocking and rolling. Okay? The shock waves that are being sent through the collective right now are some serious, it's on some heavy real shit. And it confused me at first, because I was like, why am I getting all of this collective energy? Like, what is going on here? And then when I looked at this, I was like, oh, because collectively speaking, the moon has just entered into Cancer. So everybody is being affected in some way, some sort of fourth house way. Most likely or potentially. What I'm feeling here is the main subjects are, it's either fourth house energies, fourth house challenges, fourth house topics that are coming up here. This is childhood, but in the sense of your childhood in relation to your family. Also, specifically, your relationship to your mother, any sort of mother wound you may have, anything to do with like your actual house, the actual physical house of your structure of your house, maybe, or your specifically your living space. There could be something going on in being drug up, being exposed, being torn up in your living space. You may be remodeling. For some of you, somebody could be remodeling, but really this is on an emotional level. This is on a big, grand emotional scale. It may even be intellectual too, but I think where most of the intellectualness comes from, it's with Mercury being retrograde, because this is a perfect time for this to happen. But with Pluto, there could be an element of deep, dark secrets. Now, Mercury is retrograde in Scorpio, and Pluto officially now is the ruler of Scorpio, whereas traditionally it was Mars. But with this opposition to Pluto, there may be a power struggle. Okay, something that may be coming up here for you could be a power struggle, and I always want to advise for us to look to the deeper problem instead of focusing so much on the players and how the players in the 3D and how they're showing up. It's more, the players and them specifically in this situation. It's deeper than that. It's more about what they represent for you in this overall situation. Okay. Because it doesn't really matter who the specific players in the situation are. It would work out the same way anyway, because it's about the energy you are trying to work through. You are trying to heal the energy that you are experiencing, that you are expressing from within, that are coming from within, that are manifesting your world from within, correct? So it's really more about the deeper subject here. And there's no better time to get deep. I mean like deep, dark secrets, you guys. And this doesn't have to be anything that necessarily goes public, okay? However, it could be that you're experiencing situations in which it's uncovering deep, dark secrets within yourself that you now have the chance to rectify. I feel like Pluto in Capricorn right now, at 0 degrees of Capricorn, no less, opposing the moon, which is so wild. Pluto in Capricorn right now somehow feels benevolent. It's weird. It's like the beneficial, the loving, the structural, the desire to build, grow, create, move forward energies of Capricorn. I know that this might be an unpopular opinion, but yes, Capricorns actually can be extremely loving, maybe even extremely mothering, I just heard. We all have our different ways of loving. Anyway, that to me, it's kind of cutting the power hungry edge or the really forceful or just intense energies of Pluto. Okay. I have the Moonology deck here. I want to get, so this is a post full moon check-in, you guys. I want to get us some advice in this. All right, let's get some advice in this. What's going on, Spirit? With the moon right now on this moon day. Moon messages, please. Post full moon messages, please. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And yeah. All right. So the message from the full moon here. No matter where you find yourself in this situation, and as it moves on, your perspective may change, your point of view may change. But the overall message from this full moon is, full moon, surrender to the divine. That's your overall energy here. Okay, and that goes for everybody. That goes for everybody involved in whatever situation you're involved in. That literally goes for everybody. Okay. You have the first card you have here. The first card you have is meditate and contemplate. Then you have the answers you need are coming. And finally, full moon in Scorpio. Well, new moon in Pisces, full moon in Gemini, full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. And then full moon here. So, all right. So we have 4 cards in this reading. 3 on the table, 1 overall. 3 out of the 4 cards are full moons. The 4th card is a new moon, which is the opposite of a full moon, right? The new moon is around the 19th, 20th of November, like the 19th of November, the new moon, okay? So something about this phase is going to be ironed out, is going to be understood, is going to be worked out through, I guess we're going to check in with the new moon here, but see how this goes up until the new moon. Meditate. I want to say meditate and contemplate, because the new moon is coming and there's going to be a shift then too. Okay, the answers you need are coming. So focus on but it really is time to release any sort of negativity involved with this situation. Because that's really just going to hold you back also. And I guess, so then the message here is to also work on forgiveness if that's necessary, if you feel that's necessary, if somebody feels that's necessary in the situation. Also, maybe just because the forgiveness is going to like release you from the situation. You know what I mean? It's going to release the daggers or the claws or whatever, the grip that you have that has you. You know what I mean? I don't know if I said that correctly, but really the forgiveness is for yourself. Okay. All right. Let's post supermoon on this moon day. Moon messages post supermoon. 10 of Cups. One big happy family. Shiny happy people. One love, unity, togetherness, community. That seems to be the focus here. For some of you, you may be calling your community into question, or you may be calling into question which community you really want to be a part of. For some of you, you're going through a situation. Surrender to the divine goes for everybody, but specifically here, I'm getting that some of you are being called to find a better community, to tune into your true people. So you're being influenced to leave certain relationships behind. There we go. You don't understand why. The answers you need are coming. You don't quite understand why. I get that. Some of you may be younger, on the younger side. Maybe in your 20s or something, and you've got some toxic friends, and like the universe keeps sending you all these messages, and you keep seeing the signs, but you're like, no, why? I don't understand. This person needs me, or like this is like my sister or like my brother. This person's like a sister or brother to me. I've known this. We've been friends for like since we were in diapers. Since we were in kindergarten. Like I can't leave this person behind. But it's time to release negativity. Because unfortunately, those people aren't going to be able to come with you. Unfortunately. They're only going to keep dragging you down. So you got to just let them go. In order for you to rise up, in order for you to elevate, in order for you to float up, if you will. And some of you who I'm speaking to someone here, or maybe some people here who have been actively trying to, quote, raise your vibration. Right? You won't be able to raise your vibration if you're still surrounding yourself, or at least have attachments to people that really just drag you down, don't really try and lift you up, aren't really there for you, are just energetic vampires. You know what I mean? And for somebody here, that's the hard truth that you're dealing with right now. And that really is a power struggle. This power struggle that's going on here, that really, Pluto is in Capricorn, and I feel like Capricorn is just influencing the energy to try and like get you to clean up. It's like your mom or your dad or your older sister or older brother or whomever's in charge, like coming to get you to clean your room when you were a kid. Like it's giving that energy right now, especially since Uranus. No, I'm sorry, I'm thinking Virgo. Never mind. Really, this Plutonian energy the Capricorn energy that Pluto is influenced by right now feels like it's trying to get you to clean something up. But what it's cleaning up is deep and dark and some sort of power struggle, because it's had its grips on you maybe since you were a child. This is like the king or queen. I don't even want to say that, but like the ultimate, like, inner demon. The inner demon of all inner demons, like the original one, the one that started it all, you know, that's kind of the energy that this is giving right now. And for some of you, that energy is translating into certain relationships that or toxic relationships also, that you may have been keeping, harboring, nurturing, harnessing for some of you. And by harnessing it, I get a feeling of like you've been actively cultivating these energies for some of you. I don't know why. Anyway, that I'm not here to judge. Wow. Okay, for somebody here, those were answers that you needed. Okay, cool. Just surrender to the divine, and the answers will come. But see, the surrendering to the divine is also like you need to like be in more of a relaxed state in order to even perceive them when they come through. Okay, the messages, the signs, the answers. All right, what's going on for the collective post full moon on this moon day? Okay, okay, okay. There seems to be some sort of new start coming or brewing or necessary or needed. Okay, wait, hold on. I'm hearing not necessarily a new start per se, but yes, forgiveness needs to be cultivated here. First card you had come out is the Ace of Cups. With that then was the Four of Wands, and I'm getting house and home, family life here. Fourth house energies, Cancer, right? Then you have the Six of Cups, but the Six of Cups fell out on the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is energies of giving grace, cultivating forgiveness, giving love even. But it doesn't mean you're rekindling anything. It's a new start, but that doesn't mean you're starting over with this connection with this person. I'm hearing new person. But then also at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. So this is the beginning of leaving something behind. Some people may be moving physically, but really there's a lot of emotional movement here to a new space. And what I'm getting with this Four of Wands also is that something has been achieved lately. A new level. I'm hearing a new level of inner ownership has been solidified here. And that's actually why you're moving away from something that's toxic, the devil. Eight of Cups, the devil. Under that, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, Ten of Pentacles to the Four of Cups to the Chariot, actually. So there really is an energy here, you guys, of like something really being done, over, completed. Okay. A struggle, an inner battle has been won. A battle against an inner demon has been won. And you've solidified yourself in the process. Four of Wands. You've reached a new level, we'll say. This is good. But at this point, you need to just surrender to it. Just let it happen. And in terms of this, this power struggle, yeah, involving the Plutonian energy, in terms of this power struggle, resistance is what feeds that drama. So in order to not give that inner demon, the devil that's underneath the Eight of Cups here, in order to not continue to give that devil, that demon, that energy, that power, just stop engaging with it. Stop resisting it. Stop trying to fight it. Stop trying to keep it off you. Because in trying to do all that, you are actively engaging with it. And part of this Four of Wands here is what we can say is what we let's say it this way. I'm gonna nerd out. I'm gonna nerd all over you right now. Okay. Let's say this Four of Wands represents your avatar in this video game of life, having learned a new skill, a new defensive tactic, or gained a new piece of armor. And so you may have been building it and working with it. You may have been building the skill and learning the spell, but now you've solidified it. You don't have to try anymore. It's part of your arsenal. It's part of so you don't have to try and hold these defenses anymore. They're actively a part of who you are. It's instinct. It's in there, honey. Okay. So now try and focus on just surrendering to the situation, focusing on forgiveness in any way that's possible and needed, and focusing on releasing negativity. Yeah. Yeah, I had to channel that because like it was so thick and so heavy. I just had to get that out of there. But I hope this was helpful, guys. I love you so much. Check me out on TikTok and on Facebook, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great day. Mwah! Bye.